Every week on Bullseye, we like to leave you with a culture tip from me. We call it the outshot. Running backs don't play that long. It's a brutal job. 20 or 30 times every Sunday, your number gets called. And 20 or 30 times, you run straight at 11 guys who have spent a week thinking about new, brutal ways to hit you, to hurt you. 11 guys, 3,000 pounds of muscle, and for some stupid reason, you run straight at all of it. Every game, hit after hit after hit. And so you get maybe a few years, and then you limp home. Hopefully you got one good contract out of it. A house in the suburbs, an ottoman to rest your messed up legs. That's usually how it goes if you're a running back. Unless you're Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders with a seam. Sanders with a cutback. And Sanders down the sideline. One to beat.
First hit of the football and a huge hole for Sanders. Couple of men to beat and still on his feet. Cuts it back to the inside and he's all the way.
Hand off to Sanders. And he works the Cleveland defense. Look at these moves. First turnover of the ball game. Sanders. Unbelievable. What can you say?
Back in 1989, when he was coming out of college, the Detroit Lions almost didn't draft Barry Sanders. The man had a Heisman Trophy. It was only 5'8". What would happen the first time he got hit for real? The first time some linebacker a foot taller than him squared up and really whomped him? That was the worry. Of course, if anybody in Detroit was waiting for that hit back in 1989, they're still waiting. Because nobody ever squared up Barry Sanders.
Sanders still on his feet, and Sanders is gone. 6 Cowboys missed him.
When you watch Sanders run, and that's what I've been spending my day doing, looking at YouTube clips, it honestly doesn't seem fair. When he cuts left and then back right, the parts of his body make you think of one of those wireframe models from computer animation with the yellow dots at the joints and the white lines, like what they build a football video game out of. But it's crazier than a football video game. It's like they're not playing it straight. It's no fairsies. It's like it looks like some kind of demonstration of a football video game where the physics are broken, where some setting got messed up and the running back's feet are electric and he can't get knocked down no matter what. He just squibs around and bends without breaking and slides left and right and deforms just enough and pops back up. It looks impossible. But with Barry Sanders, it was real.
Barry again. Flips a tackle. Has 10, 15. Goodbye.
Or maybe it looks like one of those wind sock men outside of a car dealership. The flappy ones. If one of those guys could run. I mean, could you imagine trying to tackle that?
And the Lions lead for the first time, 13-10. Like trying to catch a cricket with your bare hands. Barry Sanders, touchdown.
Guys do get their hands on Sanders. But one of his feet slides left and one forefoot plants and his middle goes one way and his top goes another way and he just slips away. He hits a big pile of guys and then he dances in place and he lets the defense fall all over themselves. And then he takes half a step back and explodes forward. He gets into the open field and he starts slipping through the hands of tacklers with a toe pointed out behind him. Almost lovely, like he was Alvin Ailey. It's not so much speed and power as it is virtuosity. Sliding, bending, curving, pointing virtuosity. A man born with a gyroscope inside.
Goal from the 15-yard line. And give it to Sanders. Oh, what a move! Oh, my! Now it took until the final play of the third quarter, but the curtain has finally raised on the Barry Sanders show, and suddenly he has 95 yards rushing, and more important, the Lions have the lead.
Sanders played for bad teams, so many bad teams. He pulled the Lions into the playoffs almost by himself 5 times. They only won 1 game. So when he was 30 years old, he wrote a letter to his hometown newspaper. He was done. 10 years in the league, just as good when he left as when he came in. And it was sad to see him go. But he wasn't beaten. He didn't limp away. His stride was smooth and healthy. A little running back who never let them hit him.
As Pete hands it off to Sanders on a delay, and he has room inside the 20, breaks the tackle, touchdown Sanders.
That's my outshot.